Hi Geminis, so this is going to be a general messages, okay? General messages for March, okay? So messages for March, but they're general, so I'm not choosing a specific topic. So take what resonates, leave out what doesn't. Of course, there's no gender in tarot, and always feel free to switch or place the energies where you feel they need to be. Let's see. I'm working on like a handwritten deck with like my own messages and stuff, but I haven't finished, so that'll have to wait. I thought my lip liner looked messed up, but it looks okay. So I almost want to get, let's see, let's get some love oracle. Or like love, yeah, they're like love oracles. Let's see, what messages do you have for Gemini? I'm sorry guys for the background noise too. For the month of March when it comes to love. Soulmates, it says soul connection, partnership, agreement, and soul contract. So there could be, sorry guys. I feel like I have dog hairs everywhere. If you have a dog, you know. So there could be some kind of soul contract or a soul connection. You want to give me one more? I'm trying to make this not too of a lengthy reading, which is kind of different for me because also if you guys see this, it's just my shadow, which is kind of odd for me because I usually do lengthy readings. That's just kind of how it goes for me. It says healing heart, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. Then it says the chaser in codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issues. Or fear of abandonment issue. So you could be letting go of someone and calling in a new soulmate. Knight of Wands, yeah. This person could be a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Obviously, it does not have to be. The Knight of Wands. You could be letting go of someone that was very in and out, very toxic. Maybe when things, I'm getting like, take this as it resonates because it may not be for all of you. Maybe when things start to get like very emotional or serious, this person acts like a Knight of Wands, like they'll quickly leave as quickly as they came in. Six of Wands. With the Six of Wands, some of you guys are putting yourself up in a pedestal, or you're going to be put up in a pedestal. You're going to be admired for the month of May. I hope I didn't say for the month of March. I don't know why I feel like I said messages for the month of March. If I did, obviously I meant May. I don't know why I just, anyways. We're super close to Gemini season. I'm actually excited. So yeah. Or someone could be putting you up on a pedestal. But I feel like this could be you putting yourself in a place where you're higher. Like you're putting yourself not in like an egotistical way, but you're becoming, you're standing on business is what I'm getting. Yeah, a King of Swords and the Four of Wands. There could be a King of Swords coming in for you. And they're going to want a relationship. And this could be the soulmate energy. You could have a partnership. Now, it doesn't have to be a romantic connection. Because soulmates could be that's kind of general, you know? A soulmate can be someone that you do have a partnership, an agreement with, a soul contract. Doesn't have to be somebody that you're literally like in a whole relationship with. It could even be someone that you build something with. For some of you, maybe property or investment could be significant. Okay. Yeah, be careful of being in your head about this situation. For some of you, this could be people putting you in a situation where you feel like you are in your head, or you feel like the situation is just kind of like putting you up in your head. Or maybe you feel stuck. Yeah, there might be people or things around you that make you feel kind of hazy or like distracted. And it's interesting because as I was channeling this message, I don't know if my mic picked it up, there's like, you know, kids outside, and it kind of distracted me for a little bit. So I feel like that's significant for some of you. Yeah, it's like listen to your intuition. I know I'm getting like listen to your heart, which is like that was cringy. You guys know that song. I believe there's like a song that says listen to your heart. Anyways, listen to your intuition. Some of you may need to isolate from some people too. That could be why I'm also channeling that. It could be people putting you in your head or making you feel stuck. Maybe you have like different perspectives. You know how that is. You tell people, and especially like lower vibrational people, they'll tell you left and right not to do something, or they'll create fear within you. So that could be a message for some of you. Give me more. Yeah, they may want to put you in anxiety. 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, whether reversed or upright, is Gemini energy. Don't be in your head. For some of you, I feel like meditation, or maybe even like laying down, oh yeah. That 4 of Swords was in the bottom of that 6 of Wands, and I didn't even put it back into the deck. That's significant. Some of you guys may want to do this, like 4 of Swords energy, where you're kind of relaxing. It doesn't literally have to be like meditation. It could be going out to the park, doing something that helps you relax and keeps your mind out of certain thoughts, certain energy. Because for some of you, this 9 of Swords energy could happen. Okay, I'm getting like switched to another deck. Yeah, I'm sorry guys for the little kid noises outside. And it's interesting because they're even like fighting. So I don't know if like that could be significant. There might be a lot of chaos or a lot of noise, which is why I feel like that's one of the messages I'm giving you, is to kind of be in a place where you're not in chaos. Which I get it. It's not always as easy as it's said, right? But find that time, even if it's like for half an hour, an hour. Okay, let's see. Any more messages for the month of May for Gemini? Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. So there could be like this change happening very quickly. Yeah, seeing at the top we have the Ace of Cups. I feel like it's something that helps you feel emotionally fulfilled, or something that brings a lot of emotional fulfillment. But again, the 7 of Cups, there's people or things. This could even be thoughts, okay? Like, I don't know, you might think someone really, no, this is not for everybody, and I don't mean it in an offensive way. Some of you may think certain people around you are thoughts. The slang for like somebody that's like for the streets. If you know, you know. Oh my gosh, sometimes spirit makes me channel things that I'm like, what the but anyways, Seven of Cups, so you may have certain people or things around you that are going to make you feel like you don't know which direction to take, but I feel like you do. Yeah, Spirit's saying you do. Any more for Gemini? Five of Cups. Yeah, so there might be somebody here that's in regret. What is that Five of Cups? Three of Swords. Shh! Can we be quiet? Three of Swords. Yeah. Someone might be in regret and feeling heartbroken. I feel like it's that person you're healing from. I'm also getting for a few of you, don't feel regret for trying to heal from a toxic connection. Don't feel like guilty for sewing back yourself up, picking yourself back up, because look at the difference between this heart being sewed back up and this Three Swords being hit in the heart. Yeah, you're becoming independent from this energy. Is there anything about this soulmate energy, Spirit? The Magician. It could be something you manifested or that you were manifesting. Three of Swords. You're going to be going towards this. I'm getting you're not going to be looking back. And again, I'm getting like listen to your heart. So some of you guys now, I know sometimes people could take like, okay, be logical, don't always listen to your emotions, but sometimes like listening to your heart, I feel like is like listen to your intuition, not necessarily like dive so deeply into your emotions that you get lost. Need more. Oh, this wasn't even supposed to be here. So the Five of Wands. Yeah, there's chaos. There's like a lot of distraction, which is kind of how I'm feeling right now. There's like quite a bit going on, as I'm trying to sit here and give this message. Yeah. Let's see, what else? I'm getting something about everything is significant. So if you feel like even things that sometimes, and I know that sounds kind of a bit like extra to say, but even if things feel like, oh my gosh, like everything's significant, I feel like at the month of May, things could start to feel very significant. Like just about everything, as like crazy as it may seem. Yeah, the Strength and the Two of Wands. Strength to move forward. Strength to look ahead. So I'm getting something about like don't look behind you, look ahead of you. Okay. Give me more about this King of Swords energy. Yeah, I'm getting like this. Oh, it came out like reverse, upright or reverse. Yeah, it's kind of. I feel like for some of you, I'm gonna channel this as like, don't listen to the chaos around you, or there might be a lot of chaos. Still try to have a different perspective, even though there's a lot of things going on. Try to listen or feel your perspectives. I'm sorry, guys, for the noise. Try not to have too much distraction around you. And if there is, try to listen to your own perspectives, because, you know, sometimes I will admit, even in a mix of chaos, your intuition will still be there. You just gotta take, even if it's like a couple minutes, to kind of be like, okay, what is it that I'm feeling versus what everyone else is doing or saying? Okay, so I feel like that's a message for some of you out there. Okay. Anything else for Gemini? I don't know if I should get. The Knave of Chalices, which is like the Page of Swords. That's how it's called in this deck. And then the Emperor. Yeah, someone could come in trying to act like the Emperor is how I'm channeling it, but they may not have a lot to offer. It may be very egotistical. It may be very egotistical driven. Maybe ego driven. Give me something about the... Yeah, engagement ring, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, union. There might be somebody here that's acting like an emperor, but emotionally they don't have a lot to offer. So they may have like something to offer in terms of like material. Because I mean, you could give... Anyone can... Not anyone, but you could get money somehow, even if it's not, you know, honest money. Anyone could go out and get a ring, but the promise behind the ring cannot be bought with money, right? So the way I'm getting this message is like, be careful of somebody that's emotionally not very mature, but they may be able to buy you materialistic things like a ring. It doesn't have to be a ring. It could be a necklace. It could be something material, something that's bought with money is the way I'm seeing it. Yeah, and I feel like is it that Knight of Wands? I feel like it's that Knight of Wands energy, that person that you're healing your heart from. Give me an oracle. Do we close out this reading, Spirit? Yes, okay. I feel like there's really not much else for this message. Give me a card for... Okay, it says, girl with the snake, empath, and narcissist pentagram, being charmed or use enable boundaries. So yeah, you might have been in a situationship or with someone. For some of you, it could have been someone from kind of in your past, like past, and you could have been that empath, and they could have been like the narcissist, okay? They could have maybe charmed you, maybe you could have enabled them. Yeah, not enough. Frustrating a relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear/ego issues, jealousy. Give me a message though for this soulmate, for this energy coming in. Self-indulgence. So I feel like it says focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. This soulmate energy might come in when you start to focus on self, time to heal, shadow work. So some of you guys have already been focusing on self. You've been healing. You've been doing the self-appreciation. Yeah, see? And it says love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. I know this sounds like such a cliche thing. You hear this a lot. But as you start to love yourself or pour into yourself, and it's different for everyone, obviously, you attract love. The love that you give yourself, you attract that love towards you. You know? You start to... I mean, of course, you'll have one or two sometimes people that are low vibrational, and you'll even be like, what the F? But, you will attract this if you truly are working on yourself. So some of you guys, I'm getting, as you do this self-love, self-indulgence, you're attracting in love. One last card for this soulmate energy. I'm sorry guys for the background noise. I don't know if my mic, I never really know. Sometimes I'm like, it does and it doesn't. Yeah, see, it says self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. That could be that love bombing with the engagement ring, where someone could give you love bombing. could be giving gifts. It could be wanting commitment fast. It could be pressuring someone to do something. You know, love bombing comes in many different ways. So yeah, that golden mirror here. And it says abundance. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude, bliss. And it says date. Meeting someone new. Dating. Get back out there. Plan / set a date. Yeah, confirmation on all the messages I was just giving. Some of you guys, you need to, it's not even just like a positive mindset, but something about like don't allow the noise, the chaos to get to you. Listen to, again, something about listen to your heart, okay? Which is giving me like listen to your intuition, to your inner wisdom. And I feel like you are attracting this new energy, okay? So that's it. Yeah, that's it. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that. And yeah, Gemini, that was your May messages, your messages for the month of May. And yeah, bye, Gemini.